Poor fellow. One would think he's going to have his throat cut. When in fact, if he had any sense, he'd realize he's been sent to meet the most interesting people in the world. I almost envy you, Mr. Watson.
Why aren't you on an island?
Because in the end, I preferred this. I had a choice between going to an island and continuing with my pure science, or going to the Controller's Council with the prospect of being able to control it. Universal happiness keeps the world steadily turning. Truth and beauty can't. It hasn't been very good for truth, but it hasn't been very good for beauty either. After all, beauty is truth, truth beauty. That is all you know on Earth, and all you need to know. One can't have something for nothing. You're paying for it, Mr. Watson, because you're too interested in beauty. I was too interested in truth. I paid too.
But you didn't go to an island?
No, that's how I paid. By choosing to serve happiness. Not mine. Others. It's lucky that there are many lot of islands in the world, Mr. Watson. Would you like a tropical climate or something more bracing?
I should like a thoroughly bad climate. Something with wind and storms.
How about the Falkland Islands?
That'll do. I like that. And if you excuse me, as we see how good old Bernard's going on.
Art, science, you seem to have paid a fairly high price for your happiness. Anything else?
Well, religion, of course. Before the 9 Years' War, there used to be a thing called God. But I forget. You know all about God, I suppose.
Well,
it's something that's always had great interest in me. We never read this, for instance.
the Holy Bible,
Or this.
The Imitation of Christ.
And many more. A whole collection of pornographic old books. One on the shelves and God in the safe.
But if you know about God, why don't you give them these books?
For the same reason we gave them Othello. Because they're old. They're about God hundreds of years ago, not about God now.
But God doesn't change.
Men do though.
What difference does that make?
All the events in the world. They said it's the fear of death that makes them turn into religion. What the philosophers 100 years ago didn't think about was us, the modern world.
Then you think there is no God?
No, there probably is one.
Then why?
Because he manifests himself differently to different people.
How does he manifest himself now?
Now he manifests himself as an absence, as though he weren't here at all.
That's your fault.
Call it all civilization.
But isn't it natural to believe there's a God? Isn't it natural to believe there's a God when you're alone, quite alone in the night, thinking about death?
But people are never alone now.
Doesn't there seem to be a God managing things?
Well, does there?
God is the reason for everything noble and heroic.
My dear friend, there's no need for heroism and nobility here. People are comfortable.
But I don't want to be comfortable. I want God. I want poetry. I want singing.
Then I think you're claiming the right to be unhappy.
All right then. I'm claiming the right to be unhappy.
You're also claiming the right to go ugly and old and impotent and useless and listless. And
Then I claim them all.
You're welcome.
Breaking news. The station just found the savage used for the filly, the Savage of Surrey, hanged after last night's forensic party. Our own Darla tells the story.
As we arrived to get the commentary of the savage of last night's orgy of atonement, we found the door of the lighthouse ajar. We pushed it open and walked into a shuttered twilight. Just under the crown of the arch dangled a pair of feet. When we got closer, we found the savage had hanged himself. The cause for this has yet to be found. Back to you, Ashley.
Thanks, Darla. In other news, the body of the mother of the savage, Linda...
And now, to report on the death of the savage, in the attempt to get the answer to the question, why doesn't he take Soma? After being threaded with a thick hazel switch, we went back to get his answer this morning, only to find his body hanged. The savage was hanging lifeless. Looks like our question now will never be answered.
Beauty not needed here. Lost my love, lost my